Hello! Kumbansha. Welcome, welcome. Voice jump scare. No. My voice doesn't jump scare anyone. Don't worry about it. Konbancha. How are we doing? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I am excited to stream again. I missed you guys so much. I haven't been here for like a few days. I've been working hard on the new spaceship. Terribly busy time. Terribly busy time. But it's okay. It's okay. I hope you guys are doing well and that you guys had a good weekend and everything and that you guys had a good start of your week. We're already on Wednesday, halfway through the week. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy. So yeah. Hey, what do you guys mean I'm driving so you guys have to be careful? I can drive. I drive just fine. Thank you very much. I drive well. I know how to drive a car a little bit. I'm gonna light a candle because it's so cold in here. It's a scented candle. Winter's Eve scented candle. And the scent is sweet caramel and cinnamon paired with ginger and warm vanilla cream. Indulge in the most decadent holiday dessert. Use me with care and never leave me alone. Same. That's what the candle says. Mood. Also me. This is just another driving lesson. Exactly. You guys can see how well I do. No crashes. You got the pine tree scented candle. Ooh. I got this one as a gift, I think, at Christmas like 2 years ago, but it's still going. It was so big. Really, really big candle. Wow. My hands are so cold too. I'm just lighting the candle so I can warm up the gamer hands in a little bit. Are we the taxi driver or the passenger? We are the driver. We are the driver. I think I might use my controller so I can keep my hands off my touchscreen? No, my keyboard. Oh, my controller is up too high. I'm already sitting. Ah! Okay, let me grab controller, please. I can't reach it. Controller, please. Ah! There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, controller is once again here. I'm ready. I have my controller. I'm all good. Alright. Alright. Okay. Are you guys ready for the stream? The game. The game is Night Call. It's mystery game? Question mark? Does controller even work with this one? That is the next question. Chat. I must read chat. Yay! Controller works. Controller works. Free roaming. One of those sketchy taxis in Paris? Yup. Oh, whoops. Nice warm hands in my lap. I'm wearing my blanket, and then I have another blanket over me, and then I'm sitting on a blanket. Do we need to know French for this game? I sure hope not. My French has gotten terrible since I graduated high school. Okay, let's just play the game and see what it is about. Kikoemaska. Can you guys hear the game? Kikoemaska. Choose the investigation. Huh? Oh. The judge. Victims have all something in common and the motive seemed clear, but which suspect could have done it? Balanced case, perfect for a first run. Random victims, unknown motive, weird case, slightly more difficult than the others. The victims may feel random at first, but there's a connection, yet the motives might be hard to find. Dark and twisted case. Let's just begin with the judge. The first one. Choose the difficulty hard. Or no, let's just do balanced. The way Night Call was designed. Balanced experience. We'll see how smart I am. Maybe I'm too smart for the game. Investigation. Yeah, we are investigating. This is mystery. No need for French, but as a taxi driver, you should know all the streets of Paris. I'll use Google Maps. It will be fine. This is kind of a detective game. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Which is why I chose it for the Wednesday. Nice and relaxing start, huh? Let me turn up the sound for myself. I could barely hear it. Can you guys hear it good, and can you hear me good? It's not very loud, game. Oh. Uh-oh. That is not, good, I think. This is fine. Fine. Sound overall seems good. Thank you! Thank you for telling me. I'm happy. Doctor. Here. Sir, can you hear me, or do I need to speak up? I'm not sure I understand. I just want you to be comfortable. You can always change your mind. The voice is female, husky, and worn. You find it deeply comforting. Okay. Do you want me to speak in a normal, medium, or loud voice? As loud as possible, scream at me. Oh, not so loud. Oh, not so loud. Does this work for you? Ah, that's the size of the text. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I would like this. She takes a deep breath. Sir, you just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The word bounces around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma? The word scratches along your throat. Yes, you were the victim of an assault. The word resonates in your head. Victim. You are aware a serial killer is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel the contents of your stomach crawling up your throat. The judge, as the police call the killer, assaulted you. The bullet touched your liver, and in most circumstances, it would have been fatal. We chose to put you in an induced... Her voice becomes more distant. Fades. You taste bile at the back of your mouth. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle in one ear. Your fingers move to your wound. Underneath the bandages, you can feel hard skin. It is incredibly painful. Did they... I'm sorry? Did they catch the judge? No. What about my passenger? My passenger died? My passenger died? Bruh. Let me make myself a little bit smaller, by the way. I'm so big on the screen. Let me make myself a bit smaller, so you can see the game a little bit better, yeah? A little bit smaller. But still there. Don't worry about it, I'm still there. He was dead before you even got out of your cab. The doctor is silent for a second. A very awkward second. She hesitates. The police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. After all, you're the only one who survived the judge. Noise in the hallway attracts your attention. You try to turn your head, to no avail. You need to rest. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care, he's the only witness. Another female voice joins in. A strong, authoritarian voice. You can't clearly make up what she's saying. A strange feeling washes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue. Some odd combination of the two. Before being in this hospital room, you'd never realized that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. Anger. A feeling you know all too well. Days go by, and a month later... We're a month later, night 1. Hey, yo, this big! Ah! Well, look, I've got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is. You have a pounding headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the attack. Are you listening to me? You catch your boss's eye in the rearview mirror. Yeah. He stares at you for a second or two without speaking. Sometimes I wonder what goes on inside your head. You always seem so far away. I'm listening. Okay. I could also make myself like black and white and sit in the place where the character is sitting, but I feel like that would be so big. He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on in your head. You know I'm worried about you, don't you? I know. You're like a son to me, you know? Dad? I know. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet. Again. When my father died and left me the store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to the old country. Let him go on. He can talk. But I decided to start a cab fleet with the money he left me, to hire the guys from the neighborhood. And that's why I've got 45 guys like you working for me. His hands flutter in the air. Though none of them are any match for you. He smiles. His voice suddenly takes on a serious note. Do you want me to go over everything again? He points to the equipment on the dashboard, the meter, the GPS. You haven't been in a taxi for weeks. Maybe you do need a little refresher. Yeah, good idea. I don't know how it works. Right then. Well, first the map. Sorry. You spot potential customers and try to guess where they'll be going. Then you decide. When a customer orders a taxi, if there's no one else around, you have to go pick them up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes. It's business. No problem. The other fares, you look at the map and decide whether or not you want to take them. And then you drive. He flashes a quick, mechanical smile. You know it well. When he talks about work, he talks about work. That's all. When your shift is over, we do the numbers, and... His voice trails off, as if searching for the right words. And that's all. It's pretty simple. There's no reason why you can't do it. Oh, right. No overtime. We're in France here, and there are rules, regulations. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours. He looks away. Something's been bothering him since he got into the cab. Anyhow, you know the ropes. You get it. I know you're gonna do a great job. What's the matter? Are you okay? Your boss keeps quiet for a while as if he's hesitant to speak, and then? I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer is still out there, and we think he's going to come back. For you. He doesn't know who I am. He could have seen your face. The police are positive he didn't. He attacked from behind, I fell to the ground, then he took off. Silence. Your eyes lock. He holds your gaze. And then you kiss. He wants to believe you, to be on your side. He looks away. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Every minute spent to your taxi is a minute lost. He gives you a smile, half ironic, half serious. Have a good evening. The sarcasm in his voice is palpable. Right, you have a good evening too. He'll spend the rest of the night dealing with problems and drivers. You wonder how and when the guy ever gets any sleep. Your boss opens the door and exits the cab. You watch him cross the street and enter the fleet garage. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. They all ignore you, consciously or unconsciously. You are branded. You sit there a moment, then turn the key in the ignition. The hum of the engine sends a tingle down your spine. It's impossible to describe how you miss that feeling. It's back to the night shift, back to life. Despite the attack, despite it all. Okay. Oh, there are a few people we have to pick up. There are many people that we can choose from. Can we do like a circle or? Yeah, you have gas. Oh, I'm going to that. No. We can do this. That's what we can do. I'm going to the 17th. Oh shit, I refused. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, that's not how it works. You have to say either yes or no. And if you say no, you can't take them again. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Nina. I'm sorry, Nina. I'm sorry, Nina. I messed up. I messed up. I didn't... Uh-oh. Her name was Nina, right? I don't remember. Okay. Well, we'll go for someone nearby. Like this person, maybe. Where do you want to go? Two 40-somethings are smoking a cigarette on the sidewalk. Gray suits, wrinkled shirts. Oh, I need to go to St. Juan. Yeah, sure. I'll accept. Your next passenger does not simply get in. She throws herself in. Oh. Okay. Energetic, lively, chatty. She looks like she never stops. She gives you her address and heaves a big sigh. You start driving. Oh man, I am... Your passenger heaves an enormous sigh. Troubled, very troubled. Deeply troubled. I saw the movie with the ghost, another old one, but I really wanted to see it. It's iconic. Sixth Sense or something like that. She's categorical when she says, "This is totally pointless." I mean, yeah, okay, good soundtrack, good actors, especially the kid, but it's the kind of movie where you already know what's going to happen. Everyone knows. Her voice gets progressively louder. So I keep showing it. Why sell the DVD, for fuck's sake? Very slowly. There's 2 hours of my life I won't get back. But surely, I see dead people. Shut the fuck up, stupid kid! Maybe you see movies that are dead. Jesus! She pouts in silence. A moment of silence goes by and her anger subsides. You glance in the rearview mirror. She's completely still. All of a sudden you hear a little sniffle. You see a tear. Everything okay? Yeah. She sounds emotional, choked up. Doesn't seem like it. It's just sometimes it seems like I've already seen everything, you know? It sucks. Totally fucking sucks. She sniffles. I go see a movie and I'm sure I already saw it. I mean, that one was old. Recent movies all give me the same impression. Where are all the surprises, the adventure, the... Magic? She looks at you. Yeah, there's that. In any case, the movies don't make me dream anymore. Even when I see a good one like tonight, I thought you didn't like it. Oh, no, I did. It's just that I already knew it. I'd seen it without having seen it. She stops to think for a moment. Yes, you're right, actually. We need more magic. She heaves a sigh loud enough to make the taxi shudder. Movies just don't really excite me anymore. Or I hate them so much they put me in the worst mood. I want to make movies that are so cool people will leave them totally enthralled. They'll talk about the movie for hours. Not because it's about their favorite superhero or because they like the color of his underwear or something. But a real discussion, like one you'd have to do for the debate team. And I mean really prepared, right? Not just copying text off the internet and changing a few lines so you don't get busted. She sighs. Shit, I'm sorry. I'm in such a bad mood. Maybe I'll read a few books. That should calm me down. Be a change of pace. A nice break. You pull up in front of your passenger's building. She pays her fare and pauses, a tad embarrassed. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Night Call. Do you know this one? No, Axel, do you know this one? She spoiled the movie. Yeah, very rude, very rude. When I said this... She's spoiling it. When I said the shrink was actually a ghost, I didn't ruin the movie, did I? No worries. She looks at you pointedly for a second and then shrugs her shoulders. In any case, it's your problem if you didn't see it when it came out. She freezes. I mean, I have a good excuse at least. I wasn't born yet. She bursts out laughing. She jumps out of your cab. You watch her until she's inside her building. You drive off. Oh, nice. We get a little tip. The door suddenly opens and a woman gets into the back seat. Having a good night? For a second, you freeze. Oh, it's one of the cops working on the judge's case. She grins at you. Her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, it's actually pretty crazy. For weeks I've been saying to myself there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, mulled it over, bugged all my fellow cops about it, but I was sure you lied to us. I didn't lie. She whistles to cut you off. Hey, I'm talking. She has a cold sneer on her face. I'm gonna be frank with you. She leans over to you. I don't think you're the judge. Nah, I just can't picture it. She squints like she's trying to make you out from afar away. Like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us, it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. But not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know better, I'd think he'd had a crush on you. She smirks. No, I think he's more interested in your profile. In prison at 17. An icy chill fills your gut. Ooh. You watched a playthrough. It's nice, but you forgot. Nice, you can watch it again. No matter who they send, I'm not paying my taxes, honestly. And for murder, too. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out. Am I a murderer? Since you got out, you've kept a low profile, but you're lying about your name and your address. I checked. It's normal, you'd say. If they get word of your time served, no loan for your permit, no lease for your car. Meaning no second chance at life. Her voice becomes softer, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, her shining, cat-like eyes narrowing. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with a first and last name, with evidence. Actually, knowing him, he's not so hot in evidence. So I'll give you info. Victims, suspects, medical reports, some photos that are a bit... She makes a gagging noise. You have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me. Interrogate. Ask questions. Dig around. I've never done this. She shrugs. Don't worry. You're already keener than half the squad. And don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest and deliver the killer wrapped up with a bow in front of the station, okay? You're no Batman. You're just here to get me more information. She rummages around in her pockets for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3-4 days just to check in. We'll chat. And I'll let you know if I have any new info. She takes on a didactic, paternalistic tone, like she was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught, don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like, and I know who your friends are. You can either be the solution or the problem, my friend. She takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. If I have to, I'll go check in on you-know-who. Her smile is biting. That reminds me, she know you've done time? My girl? Would I pick you up in my taxi or would I abandon you, Kenna? Of course I would pick you up. What makes you think I would abandon you? I would always pick you up. Don't worry about it. You shake your head. She snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag, you cover your tracks well. Did what I could. Yeah, if you say so. She sighs in a tired, exaggerated way. Don't try to mess with me, man. If things don't go well, I'll turn you in. I'll send your pictures to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with her name on it. Your real name. Anyone close to you will have their places searched. They'll be put under house arrest, spend nights in jail. You have any idea how tense things are with that fucker's trial in their way? You sigh. You know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. I'm nothing like that terrorist. Let's be nice. We're trying to better our lives, right? If you have a Silent Hill DVD in your hand, would I abandon you? No, you can hold the DVD, that's fine. You can hold the DVD, that's okay. Let me tell you, with that face of yours in your handle, they'll welcome you with open arms. You have no right. I know you have no right. She takes on a serious tone, businesslike. I want to catch this killer personally. I want to drag him to court. Ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't botch this case, you got me? And neither can you, right? Nope. Well, great then. We see eye to eye. So you can just say, you're my informant. My CI? He ripped open your gut. You saw your own insides. You were in a coma. Yeah, you have plenty of reasons to want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. Yeah, I think you're actually going to do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors, and you come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Oh, right. And don't get fired. Without this cab, you're worth nothing to me. You glare at her. Fucking bitch. I won't say anything. I'll just glare. She puts her hand up and you can hear the words behind it. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Until then, not a word to anyone, obviously. Not a word. The door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. Fucking bitch! You sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dry eyes, ears buzzing. Shit. On the back seat, the cop left a pile of papers. Shit. Key in the ignition, motor running. Radio on, crackles. You turn it off and start driving. Talking to passengers might unlock new documents and clues for your investigation. You'll find them back at your studio after your shift. Oh, you can review everything after. 6 clues? 6? That sounds like a lot. And I can go back to my room. Oh my god, I drove one person around and that's it. Lamau. I did one tiny one. Did she not pay? I don't think we moved. I think she just sat there talking to me. You take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. You can still hear the hum of the taxi buzzing in your ears. You throw the files Busset? Is that her name? Gave you on the table. On the wall, you hung up the big corkboard where you used to pin up photos of your nephews. They've been gone since you got out of... Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the one with the most compelling evidence against them. It's like you're building a story about each suspect. Trying to understand their motives. Busset? 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 Or Busset? French style. Busset? Busset? Understand how he or she got into this situation. Steps in the hallway. They stop in front of your door and then move away. You crack your knuckles and get to work. T is silent. Okay. Busset. Okay, we have some autopsy reports. Killer case. Pictures of the crime scenes. Oh, this doesn't look good. Okay, we're gonna investigate everything. Autopsy report. Killer case. Alright. Can you move these things? Ooh! Okay, I like that. I like that. Oh, okay. Was it randomly connected or... Message on crime scene 1 is justice. Killer's height is below 180. Message on crime scene 2, time is up. Killer left message in chalk on the first 3 crime scenes. That's not connected to anything. Death is execution. Message on crime scene 2. You deserve this. Justice, you deserve this. Time is up. Victims killed with 1 bullet in the neck. No sign of violence. Are these the victims? No. What does that mean? Why are these lighting up? Can you connect things to others, or? Killer's height is 180. So everyone is 180 or shorter here? Killer knew the victims or researched them. Oh, you can turn them on and off. Oh. 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 Weapon is rare gun used in the 70s. Okay, Paul-Marie Fragonard. Height 1 meter 69. Nice. Retired cop, joined the police in 1977. Divorced from a judge, born in the French Antilles. Moved to mainland France in 1976. Okay. Height 179. Medical examiner in Paris. Escaped from Argentina when she was young. Lost her parents to the Argentinian junta. The process. Pierrot Bataz. 170. Cop in Paris. Dad was a cop. Financial affairs. Died 2 years ago. Mom got health issues after Richardin death scandal. Gay in a relationship. Never disclosed this information at work. Okay. Salim Wadian. 175. Well-known lawyer from Saint Ouen. Defender of the Douar case. Defender of several molested kids in poor neighborhoods. Was a promising football player when he was 10. Hervé Gréou. 177. Homeless man with an unknown background. Briefly worked for the Charles Bougrain victim. Oh, for victim 2 in the 90s. Got health issues after Richardin health scandal. A couple of arrests for breaking and entering. Gotcha. Okay. I don't really know what this means. Ah, you can probably call later then. I don't really know how I should combine things. This is just... A killer knew the victims. Well, he knew the guy, right? Can you connect them anew? No, you can't connect new things. Okay. So they automatically connect to the person that they apply to? Got it. Then we'll end the night. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. Everything is close enough. French pronunciation is funny. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm trying so hard? I had French in high school, but that's ages ago. That's so long ago now. I just... I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Wait, did I make myself smaller again? I did, didn't I? I'll make myself bigger again. How big should I be? How big should I be? Like this. Oh, just French pronunciation in general. Le fromage. Fromage. We had we did like French with like made up sign language. So, and we had an entire like a play about the three little pigs and the wolf. So it was like voici l'histoire des trois petits cochons. Voici le premier petit cochon. Il joue de la guitare et il est très gentil. Voici le deuxième petit cochon. Il travaille un peu et il est... I don't remember. Voici le troisième petit cochon. Il danse et chante et il est fantastique. Voici le loup. Il est méchant. Do you speak French? No, Axel. Do you speak French? Am I embarrassing myself now? If evil, why hot though? What? What do you mean? The wolf was not hot. The wolf was not hot. That was just a straight up wolf. You're French, yeah. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Wait. I don't remember! Est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes? I don't remember! What do I say? Wait. I don't remember. No! I do also know, if I remember correctly, the word for like spaceship or UFO isn't it like soucoupe volante? Soucoupe volante. We had another play about like an alien. Extraterrestre. It is! Let's go! I know my French. What else can I say? Man, I remember a lot more than I thought I did. We had a thing that was like the door was like the we were not allowed to speak any other language than French in French class, right? So every time we stepped into the classroom, the teacher would be like, would call it like la ligne magique, because you have to speak only French. Evil if you ask me. You think so? I don't remember a lot though, but I remember some things. I don't remember the entire Three Little Pigs thing. Oh, but it also had like the part where the wolf blows the house down. It's like il souffle fort, il souffle tellement fort. Mais la maison ne tombe pas. That was the last one. It didn't fall down. You dropped French, but it does always feel nice to talk in a different language. You were just too bad at it. I took French and German, but I get so stressed, like, talking in a different language that is not English, that I'm like, because I feel like I need to think, right? I need the time to think. My brain is too slow for it, or something. My brain is just a little bit too slow. And then I'm like, how do I say this again? And I can't really think of it in time. And then people think I can't do it. And I'm like, I stress out so bad. And then I'm even slower. But I also spoke German. Did like German presentations and everything. But I didn't take German as long as I took French. I took more French. But I feel like I forgot a lot. I wouldn't really be able to have a full conversation in French or in German, I think. Definitely not. Too bad. You're somewhat lucky since you learned English, struggling with Spanish, which will be needed for your PhD, and slowly making pace with Japanese. Oh, yeah. Do you also mix up French and Japanese? Because that's apparently like a very common thing. Because, I will say it again, I feel like I've said it so many times on stream already, but French and Japanese are like stored in the same area of the brain. So it's very easy to mix the two up, which is very strange. But when I started learning Japanese, my instincts were to answer in French. I barely spoke French. Crazy. Crazy. But yeah. You opened the sofa bed and lie down. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. Is my controller disconnected? Yup. Is it? No. It's not. You open one eye. For a second there, you hope the evidence board was just a dream too, but you can make it out in the shadows. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. I'd never said I opened another eye! Ah! One eye closed for the entire stream. I probably gotta pick up some gas. Too. Can I, like, kind of see who this is? No, right? Oh, wait. I need to recognize them from, like, the pictures, maybe. Do we have any people that I had pictures of? Not this person, but they were there yesterday as well, huh? Maybe I can pick someone up who is close by. And then, what is that? Can go and look at something? Nom 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 nom. I don't know. Maybe we can pick up something. We can pick up this person. Let's just go here. That seems closest. One of these three, I think. Oh, that's wildly the other way. Place des Fêtes. Bérénice Fabre. Fabre. Will take me 46 minutes. It's a really long time, but fine, I'll accept. The woman getting in your taxi does not look like she's at her best. Mouth lolling open, eyes unfocused, out of breath. She looks like she's just been punched in the gut. Or like she saw a ghost. She struggles to take her backpack off and makes several attempts. The strap gets caught in the buckle of her overalls. She sighs and gets annoyed. During this whole process, she doesn't look up at you once. She takes a deep breath. Place des Fêtes. Her voice is emotionless, more of a trickle than a voice, coming out of a childish body. It sounds like it took every bit of energy she had to get those words out. She takes her phone out of her bag, hesitates, starts swiping left to right and right to left. She's completely absorbed. You think you can make out the reflection of her colorful mobile game in her glasses. Silence settles heavily into the cab. It is broken occasionally by something that sounds like a hiccup, or a repressed sob. At a red light, she raises her head and lowers it the second her gaze crosses yours in the rearview mirror. Something about her makes you feel like you've got something caught in your throat. That's a creepy smile, but I'll just ask. You don't look so great. She looks up at you, slowly. Her gaze is even darker. She looks right at you for a second. It chills you to the bone. Yeah, you might say so. She's not crying, not shaking, just the occasional spasm. A few seconds go by. You attempt to focus on the road, but despite both of your efforts to pretend nothing is wrong, her emotions invade the cab. She finally takes the plunge, like she's jumping off a cliff. Can I talk to you? Still the same trickle of a voice and great lengths taken to control it. I'm sorry, it's stupid, but I think I need someone to talk to. I'm listening. She takes a deep breath. I need to say it out loud. You stay silent. You sense she needs you to be silent. A guy touched me in that bar. Oh no. That's not good. Her voice is twisted like a nearly empty tube of toothpaste. Tears collect in her eyes. You feel really heavy. I'm gonna remain silent. She starts talking again. Her tone is slightly different. She sounds more confident. Like saying those words out loud made her feel a bit more alive again. Or like she wanted to be stronger. He came up behind me and touched me. Way too much. Her voice breaks over the last few syllables. The silence in the cab absorbs everything, even the noise of traffic. You don't even hear the ambulance going by, lights flashing. I want to talk about it, but I also don't really know what to say. Just say whatever comes to mind. It took me way too long to understand what was happening. Way too long. I didn't get it. I was petrified. She looks about 30 years old, maybe. Or not far from 30. But you get the impression you're driving a little girl who just had her innocence stolen. One minute I was standing there in the crowd. The Furiosa is like my second home. I always go there to hang out with friends because they all live in the neighborhood and our places are all too small. She takes a breath. You follow suit, unconsciously. Everything was fine. There was a concert. I was happy. I'd had a bit to drink, but not too much. It was packed, but the music was sweet. It was a good night. I was having a good night. Another breath. You know what it's like when you're packed into a crowd like sardines? You don't really know who's touching you, but that's just the way crowds are. She lays her telephone on the seat and leans forward, elbows on her knees and head in her hands. Her backpack falls on the floor. She doesn't make the slightest move to pick it up. I didn't get it. Fuck! Why didn't I get it? I didn't even react. She stares at you. Why didn't I react? You should talk to the police about this. She leans ever so gently towards you. Sir, you know what? You're right. For the first time since she sat down in your cab, you feel a sense of relief. I can drop you off at the station. You stop to think for a second. I can even wait with you if you'd like. She leans over to you. I'd do the same if I were you. And I'm sincerely grateful. But no, not tonight. I just can't bring myself to do it. She grabs her bag and sits up, suddenly more outspoken. You know, you read story after story about women who've been assaulted. You say to yourself, okay, got it. If it happens to me, I'll rip his head off, scream, make a scene hidden. He won't get away with it. You convince yourself you're stronger than them, that you know how to protect yourself. Stand up for yourself. She pauses, barely. It's hard to bear. I'm so angry with myself. I didn't do anything. I just stood there, frozen. Like a fucking idiot. Everyone was totally entranced in the concert. They were dancing, drinking, laughing, screaming, and I was frozen. It was like a wave of ice had washed over me. Everything around just collapsed. It was like I was stuck inside my own body. All I could feel were his fingers worming their way in. I don't even know how long it lasted. I was disconnected. I let him do it. Her last words hang in the air and work their way into your thoughts. You become aware of your sweaty hands on the steering wheel. She pauses, starts talking again. A part of me froze on the spot, and another part was screaming inside. At one point, the crowd shifted. There was a bit of a rush or something. That's when my brain started functioning again, like someone flipped a switch. I wanted to turn around, but his hand disappeared. I couldn't see who it was and just stood there like an idiot. All that was left was a normal gathering of normal people. Who does that? I mean, really, who does that? I ran over to the bar. I don't even know how I got there. I couldn't feel my legs. My friends were still waiting for their beers. I burst into tears. A brief pause, just enough to open her eyes wide. I think the worst part was that my friends made fun of me. Oh, no, those are not friends. Those are not friends. They saw me walk up in tears. I did my best to explain what happened, and they thought it was hilarious. Oh, come on, Berenice, they said. Calm down. It's not a big deal. Relax. Only my guy friends were there tonight. They're not bad guys, you know, but they're not always so bright. I usually get along better with guys. But I really wished one of the girls had been there. Hearing them laugh was so harsh. When it happened, I didn't really know what to say. I mean, maybe they're right. It was no big deal. If it's a big deal to you, it's a big deal. She pauses and looks away. I should never have gone to that concert. She loses herself in thought. You wonder how you would have reacted if something like that happened to you. You try to remember how you did react. I went outside, walked around a bit. They didn't even text me or anything. That's not normal. No, nothing about tonight is normal. Nothing. I just wish I could make it all go away. That scares the shit out of me, how it's so definitive, permanent, unavoidable. I already know it will hang over me my whole life. How I wish I could make it all go away. Turn back time. Like in a video game. F5, F6, quick save, quick load. Swish, you erase your mistakes. A moment of absence, some horrible thing that happened, over and done. You know just what she's talking about. Yeah, because I'm a gamer. The feeling that suddenly in 1 second, a split second, your fate is changed forever. Yeah, protect your friends. Truly, what the heck? And there's no going back. You expect to see Aid's face in the rearview mirror. Have you ever done anything like that, sir? I beg your pardon? Have you ever hurt anyone? Any women? She asks the question again, like she thinks you might not have heard it the first time. It's not as simple as that. Your passenger breathes in. You can hear her leaning in, looking for an answer. I don't know. Indeed, you don't know. Images and sounds come to mind in flashes. People suddenly staring. Faces whose expressions shift in barely noticeable ways. Voices that no longer speak. The sour smell of sweat, the touch of skin that is suddenly chilled. Is it possible that each time you blink, you brush off a new image? You speak up again, with a half smile that's supposed to be reassuring. Yeah, I probably have hurt women before. But not like that. I'm trying to understand. And you see, I'm skeptical. Sorry, I'm thinking about my friends, the way they reacted. In what way is this no big deal? Why exactly should I calm down? If they think I need to calm down, they must think that kind of behavior is normal. That normal people do that kind of thing. I'm sure they've got friends, a job. I mean, they're not guys who look like serial killers that just escaped from the loony bin. I will never set foot in that bar again. Ever. You're getting closer to your destination. Her voice sounds far away. Drop me off at the light. I need to walk a bit. You pull over. She's shaking. It's like you're in slow motion. I'm sorry for all that. You mutter something incomprehensible. Actually, you don't really know what you wanted to say anyway. She pays her fare and walks off without a word. You close your eyes for a long while before turning the key in the ignition. Okay. Oh, this is one of the suspects. I should probably get the suspect guy. This is one of the suspects. Should probably get that person. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do suspect. That's not okay. Yeah, it was definitely not okay. Dang, if something is a big deal to other people, then it is a big deal. Saint Ouen. You immediately recognize the passenger who just climbed into the backseat of your cab. His face has been plastered all over the news for the last few weeks. He's a lawyer. Yeah, he has the little thingy on the outfit. A lawyer who is representing a terrorist. He gives you an address and you start driving. He holds your gaze in the rearview mirror like he's trying to read your mind. You drive across a virtually empty Paris. Behind you, the lawyer nervously consults his notes. Is everything all right? He answers without looking up. Yes. You get the message and leave him alone. You continue driving without saying a word. Your passenger mutters. Why did I say that to the cops? He's not taking this seriously. Doesn't get it. Idiot. There again. He says it again. Is he contradicting himself or just... You glance at your mirror. The lawyer looks like a smaller version of himself. You're sure everything's all right? He closes his eyes and remains silent for a while. You see him start to break. I can't take it anymore. He takes a deep breath and loses control of his voice. This guy is a real asshole. He's not just a monster, he's a total idiot. Tears form at the corners of his eyes. I've never seen such a moronic defendant. You know what it's like to defend a moron? You know what it's like to get only 3 hours of sleep a night so you can defend a fucking moron? Do you have any idea? He yells so loudly the windows shake. I'm sorry. When he answers, his voice is icy cold. No need to apologize. There's nothing to be sorry about. He pauses, barely, just the time to take a deep breath. Jesus effing Christ already! He kicks the seat in front of him. Jesus! He calms himself down. He steadies his breath. That's scary. I'm the one who agreed to it. I actually fought to represent him. It's my own damn fault I'm being dragged through the mud. He raises his hand, snickers. Yeah, I admit it. At first I thought it was pretty great. Being on TV, all the interviews, journalists asking my opinion about everything. I shook so many hands, said so many words, sentences, yet I actually said nothing. When I worked in the hood, not a single person cared about my work. And now, in 5 hours, I have to be on the radio. In 7, on TV. He pauses, breathes. His voice sounds further and further away. You need to try to calm down. I don't even know what that means anymore. Actually, it's simple. I almost never sleep. That is not good. That is not good. That breaks you up. That just breaks you up. When you're not sleeping. Also, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. When I lie in bed, I stare at the ceiling and go over the evidence in my head. Posture check. My papa actually sat on my desk chair and he was like, "Why, yo, this one sits horribly." He was like, "How can you sit on this?" I was like, "Yeah, that's just what I do, man. I just sit on that. I sit on that chair." And he was like, "How can you sit on this? There's no support." I was like, I know, Dad, I know. He sat down. He was like, "Hey, yo!" And I was like, "Dad, I know, but I sit on that chair all the time." And he told me, "Don't you, like, need a proper chair?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I will buy one eventually, like, when I live in the new spaceship, when I've moved to the new one, and I have the space and everything for it. I will buy a new one, a better one, a good one, an ergonomic chair." I already know which one I want. I know which one I want. It's a green one, obviously. It's a green one, and it's really cute, and it has an extra, like, you can like extend the leg area, so you can like stretch your legs and everything, which is really nice, really nice, really nice. Actually, I have no knowledge of chairs, but green, yeah, green, pog. He isn't built for your chair. Exactly. He doesn't have the fat ass that I have. Just kidding. My ass is actually pretty flat. I worry about that, okay? I worry about that. My hips are wide, my ass is flat. Not the ultimate build. Or is it? I don't know. I've got like those medieval hips, you know? I look like I can birth 18 children. Those are my medieval hips. I call them my medieval hips. And sometimes when I go buy dresses or something, and Mama Star looks at me and she's like, I don't know about this dress. I'm like, yeah, this dress makes me feel like I should get my bread out of the oven and feed my 18 children. And she's like, yeah, it kind of gives off that vibe. Medieval. Yeah, like wide hips. Wide hips. Childbearing hips, if you will. It's a joke I always make. Oh, goodness. It's what I call them. Alright, what is this guy about? He sits up. It's barbaric, disgusting, so horrific it's almost unreal. He lets out a sigh from somewhere deep in his body. And then I discovered my client bought nails. The nails that were in the bombs at the corner market, and he kept the receipt. He kept the fucking receipt. Folded it in half and slipped it into his wallet. That's what I see when I close my eyes. Disemboweled bodies and a receipt for €2 worth of nails. Why? He raises his voice quite high. Why, for God's sake? Cat! Neko-chan! 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 Cat! Meow, meow, meow. Cat, come here, please. Cat, sit on my lap, please. Cat, I missed you so much. Cat, I missed you so much. I was away from home for 2 days. Cat. Oh, I'm gonna give him treats. Let's see if the cat wants to sit with me. Come here. I'm wearing the blanket. You like the blanket? Please sit with me. Oh, I have to be like more chill and cool about it. I have to play this hard to get with the cat. I have to be not too excited about him because if I act too excited, he's like, ew. So I have to be kind of like cool about it. I'm like, yeah, I got treats. Got him here. Come and sit on my lap if you want them. Come and sit here then. You can really easily come sit on my lap for some treats. Do you not want any treats, my man? Treat. Come here. Come on. Maybe I should speak to him in Dutch. I usually speak to him in Dutch. Come on. Come here. Snoopy. He's just staring at me. He's like, no. Come on. I'm shaking that bag. Oh, I'll tell him. Chat zegt... Oh my god, he looked up. Come here. Come on. Come on. My dude! You can literally... Come here, easy. Come on. He doesn't want to come. Dang it. Some cats are hard to get, but the owners themselves, easy. Yeah. I just want him to love me. Please, please. I'll only have him with me for another week, and then I'll have to miss him for like 6 weeks. That's gonna be crazy. 7 weeks even. Almost 2 months. Because I'll be going to the States and moving, and then he's gonna stay over at my freaking dad. So he's not gonna be with me. Cat, come here. Come sit with me, please. I have so many treats for you. So many treats here in my hand. Please. Oh. He almost attacked me. Oh, he found the one that I dropped on the floor. I dropped one on the floor. This cat. Please, please. I just want you to sit with me, cat. Please, please, please. Please, cat. Come here. This cat. I can't with him. Oh, fine. Fine. Don't sit on my lap. Fine. Eat your treats off the floor. Fine. Fine! This cat hates me. He hates me. He hates me. He doesn't want to sit with me. Why? Why does he not love me as much as I love him? Hope the move will be carrying on without issues. Yeah, me too. Me too. So far, it's been alright. I just have to do a lot of cleaning and then I can get to painting. Hopefully next week and then moving soon. He thought he could expense it when he got to heaven. He pauses. So stupid and so dangerous. He disgusts me. He revolts me. Why defend him then? Because everyone has the right to an attorney. Everyone, without exception. Otherwise, justice is no longer just. His fit of rage subsides. His fingers are shaking. When I signed on, I thought I'd be representing someone crazy, and I find out he's just a moron who's played too many video games. What do you mean by that? The guy has never even read the holy book they use to justify their so-called acts of martyrdom. He read a few passages online. Passages online! Yeah, hey, rude! Do you have any idea what a complete moron he is? He chuckles. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I shouldn't have said all that. He takes a deep breath. I don't have anyone else to talk with about it. All the other lawyers avoid me like the plague. My mother can't understand why I'm doing this. She's so ashamed she went back to Algeria. He's shaking. I get the shame. What I don't get is why people just lump things together. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not a murderer. He's a terrorist. Yes, and that's why we need to do more. To prove to all these extremists, these terrorists, that we're better than them. That alone keeps me going. Because let me be frank with you. His voice is suddenly extremely calm. We could hang him right there, right now, and no one, I'm telling you, would shed a tear. He stays quiet for a moment and catches your gaze. That's why I keep doing this. He slows his breathing. For equality. Our country was founded on it. These rights have been abused far too often for me to look the other way. His anger seems to be lifting. The taxi has almost reached his destination. In the back seat, the laureate's much calmer. His voice is soft. I needed to be reminded of this. This will serve as a lesson. He looks at you in the mirror and bores into you with his gaze. It's odd, isn't it? That I ran into you tonight. I mean, as if... No, forget it. You pull over. He pays his fare. Wait, don't take this the wrong way, but... He hands you another bill. Here, this is for you. For listening. For hearing what I had to say. I'll take it, thank you. You slip the bill into your pocket. He looks relieved, gathers his belongings strewn across the back seat. As he's getting out of the cab, you realize he left an envelope behind. For a second, one tiny second, you hesitate. Could be something important. Meow! Am I gonna tell him that he's leaving something, or am I gonna take it? Am I gonna tell him? Yeah, the cat's calling, yeah. Come on. He sits just out of reach, this man. He always sits just out of reach. So you have to reach all the way to the back of the spaceship for him. Meow. 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 This cat doesn't age, honestly. Meow. But he's so cutie guy. He's so fluffy. He's so fluffy cutie guy. He's so cutie guy. I love him so much. Okay. Are we gonna say he forgot something or not? I kind of want to see what it is, but, you know. I don't know. You have floofy cats too? Heck yeah. I love floofy cats. They're so cute. They're so huggable, but my cat doesn't like to hug me. I'm nice and warm right now. I have like a blanket and everything. If you sit on my lap, you're gonna be so nice. You're gonna feel so good. Integrity or opportunity, yeah. On one hand, the guy's going through a lot. On the other hand, so am I. So, you know. Yeah, on the other hand, you're also going through a lot. When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When
Does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster? Yeah. What should I do? What should I do? I feel like he's not evil, but I also need some clues. I'll keep it. He gets out of the taxi, walks a few steps back, and turns around to wave at you before entering a bistro. You turn around and grab the envelope your suspect left behind. You'll open it when you get home tonight. You drive off. Hey, yo, he gave me a lot of extra money. I want to see what this is. Are there any other interesting people that are on my list? No, okay. That means I'm gonna go to this... Oh, there's more people then. I could go to the viewing thing. I don't know what that is, but I want to go do that. I want to go do that. Oh, cat, you are so cute. You are my baby cat. You park a few streets away from the Argentinian embassy. You wait there for your contact. Oh! You sigh. It seems so odd to have a contact, so excessive. The guy is one of your regulars' poker buddies, a night watchman at the embassy. You get out of your taxi and walk towards a big metal gate. Clean lines, early 20th century, maybe. Lots of wrought iron. The gate opens and someone moves toward you. They indicate you should follow them. The person's face is hidden by an oversized hoodie. Your heart starts beating faster. What if it was... Who are you? It's me, James. You're David's buddy. You immediately recognize his accent. You don't feel like you're in any danger and decide to follow him. Meow! Hello again. This cat. Hello again. Come here then, cat. I can't with him. This cat, it's crazy. This cat is like... He doesn't want to sit with me, but he also doesn't want me to not give him any attention. So he constantly is like, please hold me, but don't hold me, but look at me and talk to me. And then I talk to you guys and he gets jealous. Yeah, you're a little jealous guy. A jealous little guy. Let me see if I... Oh, okay, no. He went under the table. I was like, maybe I can grab him to sit with me, but he doesn't want to. He is tsundere. He definitely is. He is so tsun. My cat is so tsun. My cat is so tsun. You walk into a narrow covered passageway, probably the entrance to a parking garage. The man turns around and lights up a cigarette. The lighter lights up his face for a second. A young man with curly hair, pale skin. He looks young, very young. That'll be 250 euros. What? You want information on Goro Deshur? I got info on Goro Deshur, and it costs you 250 euros, so what will it be? Bargain. He raises his hand in front of his chest. His accent becomes stronger. No. It's 250 euros or nothing. Someone learns I fished around, they'll fire me on the spot. I feel like that's a bad idea. Probably not useful information. But maybe it is. Am I gonna pay? I mean, I got a little bit of extra money. Am I gonna do shady businesses? I don't know. I don't know. I need to do a lot of extra rides with people. I don't know. I kind of do want to know what the information is. I feel like it might be good if I have a contact. Whatever. We'll do it. YOLO, right? For that price, you hope the intel is good. You pay. Listen up, because I'm not going to say it twice. Gordisher is definitely a colonel from the junta. If one of the few who wasn't arrested and put on trial. He's responsible for torturing dozens of political opponents. He tortured and killed them. You know, we don't like him much here, but the rich Argentinians in Paris love him. They really respect him. Is that all? I read in the newspaper that the killer wrote a message in chalk. Time's up. It was a slogan at the end of the junta. A sort of watchword from the opponents. It was time for them to go. You get it? You nod. A second later, you're back in your taxi, with a hole in your wallet, but with new information on one of the victims. If you follow this lead, maybe your investigation will move forward. You start the car and get back to your shift. Okay. I can pick up another person. Let's see. Are there any people that are on my suspect list? Nope. Who is that? Is that like a robot guy? I should probably just get someone who's close by. Just this person. Maybe we got lucky. All the way the other way. But it's nice money. It's nice money. Maître Victor Hugo, please. Léonie Bremieux. The passenger gets into the cab and gives you her address. Her voice is muted, far away. You start up the cab. She's cute. She appears rather meek, subdued, like she's about to fade away. You look up at her. She returns your gaze, but she's not there. It's as if you weren't looking at an actual person, but a silhouette instead, in the shape of a human being. Everything all right? I'm just straight up gonna ask. Your question surprises her. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Her eyes in the rearview mirror tell another story. Music? Music? She pauses. I don't know if you want. She breaks off again. What kind of music do you have? Whatever's on the radio. I never listen to the radio. I don't really know what's any good. Maybe... She seems to be weighing her options. Ooh, let's go for jazz. The passenger looks at you for a moment or two, clearly surprised. Jazz? She hesitates, thinks it over, and nods at last. You press the search button for a jazz station and eventually find one. A droning trumpet getting all worked up, accompanied by drums and a bass. You've never really understood jazz. It's funny, music like that is so impenetrable. Would you like me to change stations? No, it's fine, really. I like it. My thesis supervisor listens to a lot of jazz. Oh, that's why she's empty in the eyes, because thesis. Been there, done that, girl, I understand. With time, I began to like it too. Your thesis? Yes. Not another word. She turns her head slightly, as if thinking about something unpleasant. What's the subject? The progressive nuns of Rancé Abbey at the dawn of the industrial era. The air in the cab seems icy. I didn't quite get that. It's a thesis on nuns who introduced quasi-industrial production regulations at a time when the rest of Europe, she sighs, is deadly boring, a subject that no one's interested in. My thesis supervisor for a start, my parents, my ex, and worst of all, even me. She stares at you. The subject is a trap. It's never been explored, and it informs our perception of women in the 18th century. But no one is interested in it. That's how it goes. I got used to my thesis, to the subject. Doctoral theses are rarely interesting, you know. But mine, I think I've hit rock bottom. You shouldn't say that. I don't really need your pity. She speaks in cool, clipped tones, without any animosity. You find it disconcerting. I chose the path I'm on. I'm entirely accountable for it. She hesitantly lifts a hand. Yours is engaging? Really? What are you writing it on, if you want to tell? I'm curious. But I'm the one who chose my thesis. Me and no one else. To be honest, I will doubt It will no doubt be the only thing that remains of me when I die. You shouldn't say things like that. She shrugs. You're right, there's nothing more to be said on the subject. A wry smile tugs at the corner of her mouth, as if she enjoys the thought of seeing loathsome people suffer. My parents think... Her voice falters. She's unable to go on. It takes her a few seconds to pluck the courage to speak again. My parents think I've made a mess of my life. I know they do. They haven't said so, of course. They are there for me, they help, but deep down, they know it's too late. You work on physics, particle stuff, how you can find hints of new particles to explain problems we observe in the universe. That is so cool and so much smarter than anything I could have ever done. That is really cool. That's a really cool thesis, actually. I feel like I would have a hard time understanding that with my pea-sized brain. Writing will be hell for sure. Ah, no, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. The jazz number on the radio has become distinctly more aggressive, almost dissonant. You briefly consider turning down the volume, then change your mind. I'm 28. I'm doing a doctoral thesis on 18th century nuns. My brothers went to top business schools and earned MBAs. They're married and have children. And me, I'm compiling pages and pages of information on nuns. You pull up to the passenger's address, an opulent-looking building in the 16th arrondissement. The young woman is perfectly still, seemingly paralyzed. She looks up and suddenly seems to realize where she is. Sorry. Her voice is faint, almost inaudible. She hands you the fare, then exits the cab without a word. A moment later, she's walking away, heading towards her building. You sit there a moment longer, then start up the cab. Thank you for the tip. Who else? Whoa, lots of people here. Can you not pick up multiple people? Another one on our suspect list. We are going there? We are going there? Oh, yeah. A cigarette. You want a cigarette. I mean, I could want that, yeah. But, you know, this is fine. This is fine. These taxi passengers are quite yappy. Normally everyone be quiet on their phone. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be our last one, but that's perfect, actually. Hôpital Saint-Louis, please. Your next passenger is your suspect, the retired policeman. Judging by his looks, you could have easily guessed. Hôpital Saint-Louis, please. You nod your head and start the engine. You glance at your passenger. Same expression, same clothes. Some things never change. He looks grumpy, in a bad mood. He's holding a cigarette between his fingers and has almost broken it several times. Tough morning? He shrugs. No more than usual. His tone makes it clear there is no room for discussion. You let it drop. A bit further, construction workers are bustling about, tearing down a storefront. Oh, say, are they finally taking that down? What was it before? When I first came to Paris, it was a thrift store. You could buy pants there for just a few francs. But for years, it's been a sex shop. One of the first in Paris, actually. Think they filmed some famous movie there? He sighs. That was all before the internet. Now, online... Yeah, they're probably going to put a cell phone shop or one that sells electronic cigarettes. Go figure. He pauses. Your passenger turns around. He watches the building grow smaller as the taxi drives away. I'm surprised it stayed open for so long. I mean, since that hostage situation, it must have attracted some shady fellas. The kind who like to jerk off where two cops got taken out. One of your cases? Yes, though at the time I was only a measly lieutenant. Just a snot-nosed kid. We got calls from the neighbors of the sex shop. They couldn't stand the noise anymore. Day and night, people going in and out. Most of the time, they were quiet, but there were always noisy ones. And the booths weren't soundproof. After a few months, the woman upstairs knew all the films. There were some high society types there. The shop had a few films for gay people, for single women, the cream of the crop. His attention is caught by something outside for a second. Okay, so anyway, one evening, one of the neighbors takes his daddy's rifle from its wall and mount and goes outside. He fires a warning shot that breaks part of the front window, then goes in. The guy had bloodshot eyes and was foaming at the mouth. He demanded the owner close the shop immediately, said he wanted to sleep to cleanse the earth of these perverts. The fellow was basically having a psychotic episode in front of about 15 clients. We got there about 10 p.m. Evacuated the street, got the response team ready. And back then, it wasn't like it is today, you know, with helmets and tiny cameras and those little flying whatchamacallits. Drones? Your passenger snaps his fingers. Yeah, that's it. Drones. Yeah, so back then, they didn't have any of that stuff. The plan was just to go in and take pot shots at everyone. My chief, great guy, taught me everything I know. Well, almost. He took the megaphone and started talking to the hostage taker. He told him he needed to let the civilians go or someone would get hurt, and no one wanted anyone to get hurt. The hostage taker said, "Okay, let me see. I'll free the women first." He went back in, we got ready, put on our bulletproof vests, checked our weapons. Looked like we were getting ready for an old-style duel. Or duel, sorry. I speak English. What nobody knew was that there were 2 fellow cops inside already, in the crowd. They were not interested in being released. Since the hostage situation started, they'd been trying to find a way to escape out the back. He snickers. They were ashamed to be there. English is only a concept. Isn't that the case with, like, all languages, actually? Aren't all languages just concepts? Ooh. Aren't all languages just concepts that we've all agreed on? That we're like, this is a thing now, and it's only a thing because we agreed that it's a thing. We all agree that it's a thing, and that's why it's a thing. But if we all collectively stop agreeing that a language is a thing, it ceases to exist. Maybe, I don't know. They said to themselves that they could approach the hostage taker and tell him they'd infiltrated the building before the police officially got there. Yeah, this thought on many things is what gives you hope we can change the future. Yeah! I think so too. But the guy with the rifle was not a newbie. He was a Boy Scout, and his father had taught him how to fight. A dry laugh. His father fought the Nazis. He wanted to fight the hippies. Classic. He could see the 2 cops were a bit worked up, were speaking in hushed voices, so he pulls one of them aside and decides to let him go. The policeman flounders. He asks the hostage taker to take one of the 4 women in the shop instead of him. But he won't have it. So there we were outside when all of a sudden out came Michel, the deputy chief of police. His shirt was untucked and he had this stupid look on his face. And then the guy behind me started to laugh. The hostage taker fired. First time in my life I saw a skull from the inside. Brains and blood strewn all over the sidewalk. I tossed my cookies. I mean, hey, I'd only been on the force for 2 years, you understand? He sniffles. I wouldn't have wanted to change places with the guy behind me who was laughing. We never knew who it was. There were a lot of rumors. Even one saying it was me. He is silent for a moment. But it wasn't. I didn't know Michel, for starters. Not well, anyway. He shrugs and falls silent again. We let a few seconds go by. What about the other cop? The other cop? The one who was still in the sex shop. He attacked the hostage taker in the shop. Another rifle shot and... well, brother spent 6 weeks in the intensive care before he croaked. As for the hostage taker, I think he must be out of jail by now. Real psycho, high on all sorts of pills, not a pretty sight. They redid the sex shop after, and since then, anyone from the squad who came in always got a little discount. We pulled the car up in front of the hospital and your passenger pays. It's the least they could do, when you think about it. I've never been myself. Actually, I avoided even going down that street, so I wouldn't have to think about that day again. It was almost like a bouquet of poppies, big red and black flowers. He pauses. It's odd that I think of poppies, considering what they mean. You know, each flower is a symbol, has meaning, and I believe the poppy symbolizes peacefulness. I'd have to check. My ex-wife left me a book about it. Don't know why I held on to it. His eyes wander. Yep. He sits up. All right, I'm off. He gets out of the car and walks toward the hospital. His figure blurs into the darkness. For a second you think he might have stopped. He disappears into the hospital. You drive off. Why, yo, this man doesn't even tip me well. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that pathetic tip. Bruh. Bruh. Wow. Fuck you. I guess. Oh, can I do one more? Santa? Santa Claus? I can drive Santa Claus around? Oh my god, Santa Claus? Mr. Claus? Sir? Champs-Élysées! Ooh. I think, yeah, okay. Your next passenger smells like beer. Oh no, Santa has been drinking some beer. It is Santa! No, it's even worse. It's like every single fiber of his Santa suit has been soaking in a keg. Uh-oh. Santa's had a nice night out. What happened to size doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in size if it's just a lot of money. I don't know about tipping and taxes and stuff, so maybe it's just French peeps don't tip. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Good luck getting that smell out of the car. Yeah, oops. Oops. Come on, dash away. His breath is 96% brandy. Her eyes are starting to sting. I'm parked somewhere near the Champs-Élysées. On shit. The name of the street is, his head is spinning and he does his best to hang on to the door. Impasse, it'll come back to me. Go ahead, drive. You start driving and silently wonder how to ask your passenger if he has enough money to cover fare. You glance back at your passenger. He's mumbling to himself, but you can't quite make out what he's saying. Christmas is over, so why is he still dressed up? Christmas is not over! Just ask, you have a nice evening? Have a nice evening? Nice evening? Guys, actually, I need to finish, like, 2 half bottles of mojito before I go and move, because otherwise I think my dad will ask questions. So when are we doing another stream where I have a drink, guys? I can help you. Yeah, please, please, because I can't finish both half those bottles in one night. I will die after one of them. 1 half bottle. I will probably already die. Well, have a nice evening. Oh, fabulous. A smile spreads across his face. I really needed it. He lowers his voice. He's confiding in you. After working my ass off all year long, I like to hit my favorite pubs. No one to join in on the fun with you? Not that I know of, no. Too bad. I get monumentally wasted. He guffaws? Here in Paris, there's a bunch of bistros perfect for just such an occasion. And no one talks to you, and they have white wine so dry it eats away at the inside of your mouth. And so many different types of brandy. Pear brandy, cognac. He closes his eyes in delight. And sometimes I order just one eeny-weeny beer to cleanse the palate. He's almost whispering. Okay, it's usually not one of them fancy microbrews there. He jumps. Oops, but don't tell anyone, okay? Just imagine if people found out Santa Claus thought the beer had tasted like piss. He laughs a sparkling laugh. When he stops, it's just to throw out, non-committedly. Anyway, you can't say anything anymore. Honestly, with all the trouble I go to, people should just leave me the fuck alone. All those fair weather activists. They still want their little snot-nosed miracles to get the latest stupid toy. He's definitely cooked. Alcohol cooked. Truly. Truly. Oh, hey, speaking of snot-nosed kids. What is it with this manure pile of a new generation? 50 years back, you could give a kid a book and he'd go on about it his whole life, all starry-eyed. But today's little whiners, what an eyesore. I have a little blister on my heel, dang it. Fucking hell. They want to have it, but they have it all, but they don't like anything. They all have gems when they're 8. Who says that still? Those things cost a whole month's wages. How can you possibly make him happy after that? You read your ARG? Yeah, that counts. That counts. You're reading. You're reading. It counts. How? He's staring at you, waiting for you to answer. No idea. He raises his hand. At least you're honest enough to say you don't know, and I appreciate your honesty. He closes his eyes like he's taking a moment's rest. You shouldn't do that when you're drunk, because I close my eyes for a second when I've had a few drinks, and then I'm just gone. You want me to tell you what they really want? What kids these days want are machine guns and dolls whose hair you can fix. He seems to have calmed down for a second, but it was just an illusion. Speaking of which, both girls and boys like those dolls whose hair you can fix. He twitches his mustache in silence. Back when I still made toys for kids, I can tell you they couldn't care less about them. Couldn't give a damn. They just wanted to have fun, play, laugh, and forget that their parents were losers. He leans over to you, rife with anger. Fuck, that's a real problem, I'm telling you. Parents are losers. Idiots. Putting kids into this world? Those guys haven't got a clue. Am I right or am I right? I mean, have you seen the state of the ice cap these days? Have you, Because there's not much of it left. He pauses. Now I can't say it's all bad. I don't have as many polar bears coming into my yard. Damn nasty beasts, vicious. Mean. I'm not sad to be rid of them. He heaves a long sigh through his beard. Before, things were different. Tears form at the corners of his eyes. Shit! I can't talk about the past without crying like a little girl. He throws you a sideways glance. No need to stare! You don't even have time to react, and he starts back into his rant. I remember you, you know. I know the truth. I remember everyone, every single person. You were an angry one. So terribly angry. And your letters, your hand... Is he actually Santa? Your handwriting. Oh, fuck, were they held at a cipher. Don't worry, though. The elves handle all that for me. You could hear a hint of disgust in his voice when he brought up the elves. Hello, New York Buster. In Lum, yeah, Santa had a drink too many. Just a little. Just a little. This guy might just be Santa. He might be. Otherwise, I wouldn't have time to do nothing. Yeah, you were just furious. It's like someone punched you in the stomach. Your brother was giving you hell. Someone wrenching your gut. Man, what He suddenly thinks of something and stops talking. His gaze wanders outside. Yeah, anyway. Let's talk about something else. How do you know all that? You still don't get who I am? You stare at him in the rearview mirror. Look, kid, I'm not gonna spell it out for you. Something tells me you'd rather avoid the subject. Are you my dad? A little something called jail. Another punch to the stomach. So there's your Christmas present. We're not gonna talk about it. He smiles, opens his eyes wide. Wait, I think we're almost there. Slow it down a bit, kid. He searches outside looking for your car? My car? He bursts out laughing. Yeah, right, I work out of a convertible. Roof open and everything. He guffaws again. It shouldn't be hard to spot. There's the sleigh and a couple half dozen reindeer. He heaves a funny sigh. I'm sure it's like in an alleyway somewhere. Oh, right, over there, turn right. You obey and go up a street where you were on a few seconds before. A few meters down, your passenger stifles a yelp. Oh shit, it was right here! Drive around the block. You turn again. In back, your passenger is mumbling. I'm gonna have to give me one of those GPSs. It helped me find my sleigh more easily. You eventually pull over in an alley. No light, a few empty office buildings, and some trash cans that haven't been emptied for days. Kid, sorry about before. I didn't mean, to bring up any sore points. He pays his fare. Watch your back, kid. He gets out and slams the door. He slips on the wet sidewalk, grabs onto a street lamp. With a heavy and awkward step, he clumps along the alley. I can stay. You sit for a moment, watching him. At the end of the alleyway, he starts rummaging through a pile of boxes, pushes a trash can on wheels aside, and disappears. A few minutes go by and nothing. You turn the key and start driving again. You open the window for a second, hoping to get rid of the alcohol fumes. Something tells you they'll stick around for a while. I mean, he did tip me better than the other guy. So that's nice. I'm going home, right? Yeah, okay. For a second I was like, huh? You know more about your clients. I've met Berenice. I've met Salim. Yeah. I stole his documents. Oh, dang it. I'm not doing great. Leonie. I met her. She doesn't need my pity. Okay, I'm sorry. I played her jazz. Okay. That's all the things I did. We know what I did. I know what I did. You know what you did. At the foot of your front door, just behind a drain pipe, you notice an envelope. It's thick and heavy. You can just make out your name, written in thick black marker on the front. Your real name. You take a deep breath and go inside. In the envelope, you find more information, just as Bousset promised. You'll lay them on the table. You'll look at the new evidence on the table. It'll take you a while to read everything carefully. Your neighbor flushes the toilet. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see the pipe shake. It's time to get moving on your investigation. Investigation! What do we have? Stolen for his files. Picture of crime scene 4. Okay. No! Not enough time! What do you mean not enough time? Is that how it works? What? Oh, I hate it here. Oh, you need to eat. Oh, okay, okay. A lot of things linked to Claudia. Okay, that's crazy. I didn't realize. Ah. No. The events of the day run through your head. Blah, blah, blah. Your brain is running at full speed. Your body aches and you're in pain. You can tell you need to get more sleep. You glance at your investigation board. You hope to find more information. Tonight, even, as soon as you wake up. You shake your head and your mind wanders for a second. And suddenly you're asleep. You open one eye. Your back aches. You'd like to close your eyes and go back to sleep. Get up quickly. A few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night number 3. Oh, it's the same person. A lot of same people. Oh my god, we can... You take the cab every single day. I'm wondering about that person. I feel like I should go to like, do, like, shorter trips. But I want to know this person because they've been there, like, since the beginning. Always here, I feel like. So maybe they've seen something or know something. Maybe they're a witness. Maybe they are a witness. Going to the 13th arrondissement. Passenger getting into the cab smells like alcohol. There's a feeling of sadness about her. Oh my god. Uh-oh. She gives you her address and you start the car. They settle into an unsurprising standard conversation. Climate change, politics, the price of real estate in Paris. But then someone mentions the serial killer. You lean in to listen. A rumor. Could be of help. The passenger pulls out her phone, but the screen remains off. You glance back at her in the rearview mirror every now and then. She's clearly upset, uneasy, sad. All of a sudden she speaks to you. She has a deep, soft-spoken voice. Excuse me, do you think texting to say you had a nice evening, like just 10 minutes after you saw someone, it might seem a bit desperate, no? You smile. Clearly you're not an expert on the subject. No, it's fine. Really? She gives you a smile. I think that's fine. I think that's nice. Well, I guess anyhow. She immerses herself in her telephone and quickly types a message that she immediately sends. There, I'll just have to wait and see. She sighs. I really liked meeting that girl. Super nice. I've been in Paris for 8 years now. 8 years. And it's hard, incredibly hard. Her voice falters. There are so many people in Paris, too. You should see them. I do a lot of work in law firms. They're bursting with attractive women. But there's so much shame and denial. Most are uncomfortable, lost. I get it when you're 20, but when you're 30? Her eyes widen in dismay. Anyhow, who am I to say? I wasn't any better when I was 20, right? I'm surprised, that's all. And fed up. The passenger suddenly realizes she's oversharing. Sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Don't worry about it. Her eyes light up. Thanks for listening. When I got to Paris, I thought I was going to meet a nice group of women at last, to go out and have fun. And all I found was more of the same. Girls who are inhibited, hung up, afraid, who don't want to commit. That girl tonight, she just wanted to go out for a drink because she was bored. That's why we met up so late. She didn't have anything to do at home, so she didn't put it that way, of course, but I knew. Dates today or so. My friends who are older talk about the bars they went to back in the day, the underground scene, glances exchanged in the metro. Me, I'm happy just getting an emoji. Pretty pathetic. Here it is, her text. Glad to have met you. Her voice trails off. But it's best if we leave it at that. She pauses. Signed woman raising hand emoji. She turns her face away, eyes glued to the passing scenery. Yep. Oh, sorry. She answers with an almost imperceptible nod of her head, her eyes fixed intently on the road. Thanks. Luckily, there are dating apps. We talk, try to get to know each other, sometimes we can't help it, and we sleep together out of sheer necessity. But our real needs are never actually fulfilled. She falters. An uncomfortable silence ensues. Mine aren't anyhow. She smiles. You're near the address your passenger has given you. Her face clouds over. She lets out a sigh. You park in front of her building. She pays the fare, thanks you warmly, but is unable to open the car door, as if her strength had deserted her. Sorry, I just need a second. Another second. Take your time. She nods, breathing out, straightening herself almost imperceptibly. Okay then. Emoji woman raising hand says goodbye. She gives you a smile and gets out of the cab. Your eyes follow her. Follow her as she walks over to the building. A moment later, she's gone. Nice. She tipped nicely. Nice. Is there someone on my suspect list? Yes. I think I can get that one done. And then, like, do some, gas, get some gas, and then, yeah. Oh. A woman crossing the street notices you, then turns on her heels and walks away. Hey, what do you mean? I'm too drunk to drive. Oh my god, everyone here has just been drinking. It's crazy. Everyone is drunk in Paris. What the heck? Why is the music suddenly scary? Why is the music suddenly scary? You pull up in front of the address the central office gave you. A crêpe. It's pronounced joint. Quite a popular one by the looks of the line spilling out the door and onto the sidewalk. You sit for a moment. The door opens and a group of 30-somethings comes into view. Everyone drinks too much SMH, my head. Truly. Truly, truly. All the men and women are dressed alike. Sporty, running shoes, jeans, small shoulder bags. They're officers from the Paris anti-crime squad in plain clothes. You sigh. They're brutish types. Ones who like to race, tackle, clobber. Ones who ruin the afternoons you spent wandering around Paris in your teens. After a bit, one of them pulls away from the group and comes to your taxi. He opens the door and collapses onto the back seat. He is stocky and of Asian descent. You can see his muscles through his thick winter clothes. He smells like and hard cider, and his face is bright red. Hey, what's up? I live near Turns. He chuckles as one of his colleagues rushes over to the taxi and pulls an imaginary gun from his coat. He points to his badge and screams at you with a big smile on his face. What a douchebag! The other cop eventually backs off and you drive away. Sorry, man. We were having a going-away party for a colleague and celebrating Christmas, too. Uh-huh. Don't take it the wrong way. They're not bad guys. You glance sideways at him. He just laughs in response, but quickly stops himself. I am truly sorry. We didn't notice how late it had gotten. It's pretty tense right now. Your passenger smiles, then puts his finger back on his temples. I drank too much. Shit. I'm a lightweight, and they knew it. I think they were trying to loosen my tongue. His behavior changes abruptly, like he's just seen a ghost. One question. Yes? Do taxi drivers have some sort of policy or ethics code? I'm not sure I understand. Like priests? Or doctors? If I tell you something, can you keep it to yourself? You start speaking before you even have a chance to reply. I didn't say yes or no! I've been lying to my colleagues for years. I joined the squad 8 years ago, and they all think I'm in a relationship with a woman who lives in Strasbourg, and that we're going to get married. He makes a strange yelping noise, like an air bubble bursting on the surface of a river. As soon as they get too close to Strasbourg, I start making up stories. We've almost broken up 10 times. I convinced them we're trying to have a kid, but it hasn't worked yet. He sighs. Fuck, saying it out loud is just the worst. His eyes are getting shiny. Shiny! I'm gay. Same. A deep breath. I'm getting married in a few weeks to my boyfriend. Another breath, longer, deeper. No one at work knows. Not a soul. The next sentences come out in a rush. He holds his breath the whole time. I like men. I don't. This is where we differ. I've always liked men. But I work in a police station and listen to their comments, to their jokes all day long. When we catch a guy who's never done time before, we tell him briefly what he should expect. We talk about the violence, about the... Finally, he breathes in again. I say we because I'm in on it. Because I can say fag any time of day without any prompting. The word rolls off my tongue completely naturally. Fag. He finally looks you in the eye. They're not mean. Who? He shakes his head. My colleagues aren't mean people. They're cops, not mean, just doing the job. He manages to flash a tiny, crooked smile. You know what I'd really like? He pauses. I'd like to have them over for dinner. Everybody in the squad. They could see my place. We could play a board game, something normal, you know? And they could meet James. He's your husband-to-be? He takes a moment to think about your question. Yes, soon. He smiles at last. A genuine smile. Hey, can you believe it? We're getting married in 2 weeks. After living together for 9 years. For 9 years, he's been willing to live in a lie. Does he hold it against you? No, he gets how it is. He snickers. He's crazy about me, and I'm crazy about him. He knows I love my job, and I couldn't possibly do anything else. He loves me enough to let me keep lying. He slowly shakes his head. But I can't go on like this. I have to. He freezes. Shit, my head is spinning. I don't feel so good. Why am I telling you all this? Why? He grabs onto the seat in front of him. Hey, can you pull over? I don't like this. You stop immediately. He opens the door and leans the top half of his body out. He throws up. You open your window to air out the greasy smell of fried and the sour scent of cider. A moment later, the cop sits back up. Okay, I'm all set. I got it all out. You start driving again. I'm sorry, really. As long as it's not in my taxi. He snickers. I promise, I'll warn you if it might happen again. You nod while your passenger moans and quietly says, I'm sorry. Yeah, just be careful, okay? He pauses to catch his breath. Shit, I haven't barfed like that since last Easter. They made me drink this South African liquor, something with cream and cocoa. Nasty. I can still picture it. I was doing shots while they shouted my name. Karate Kid, Karate Kid. Karate Kid? He seems uncomfortable. It's my nickname on the squad. Karate? Yeah, I was a judo champion. And I'm a gook. What? I'm sorry, what does gook mean? What does that mean? Oh! I am sorry. I said a derogatory term. I am so sorry. It means a foreigner, especially a person of Southeast Asian descent. I did not know that. I have just... It's like, I googled it. It says, noun, offensive, derogatory. Alright. Educating myself. Alright, I didn't know that. I know that now. I won't say it again. I'm sorry. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. He runs his hands along the sides of his body, like he's showcasing it for the Home Shopping Network. So, Karate Kid. Yeah, I know, it makes no sense. It's racist. Well, yeah, a little, but at first I didn't say anything. Don't get angry, it's okay. I should have thought before I just read a word that I didn't know. And now, I mean, I'm used to it. He stops suddenly. Everything's spinning again. Can you? You pull over. A repeat of last time. He opens the door, leans his head out, his torso, his arms. The sound makes your stomach churn, so you stare straight ahead. Can I ask you a question? More puke on the catwalk. A little inside the vehicle. No! Greetings from Argentina. Oh, how nice! Greetings from the Netherlands. Right now? It's now or never. You hesitate as he painfully hiccups and burps in the back seat. Fine, shoot. He sits up, prompts you to drive. So here goes. What should I do? Should I keep on keeping on? Should I confess? Should I invite them to my wedding and surprise them? He pauses. It's a long one. Be straight with me. He could have picked any word to describe that. That is so funny to me. What would you do if you were me? If you were in my shoes? I think you're being hard on yourself. You're hurting yourself rather than trying to solve the problem. Yeah, straight isn't exactly how I could be described, but you know. It looks very ominous, like Silent Hill. No! No Silent Hill on this channel anymore. At least not for the foreseeable future. You're not going to change your sexual orientation or leave your husband, so there aren't a ton of alternatives. You have to tell them. Tell them. Wow, I've got to tell them. He looks at you in the mirror. Can you take me somewhere else if you don't mind? I don't mind. My colleagues are at the bar. I'll go see them. Tell them everything. If I don't do it now, then I'll never do it. A smile of relief spreads across his face. It's not just the alcohol talking. Yes. But I think it's about the 10th time I've gotten wasted this month. You're right. I'm hurting myself. He gives you the new address. I need to tell them now. I feel terrible, but I think I'll feel better if I speak to them directly. His headache is apparently back and has knocked him out a bit. You're used to having drunk people in your cab. Actually, the majority of your Saturday night passengers are drunk. I don't know how to tell them all about all this. From the tone of his voice, you can tell he's beginning to panic. I don't think I'm ready. Should I turn around? Turn around. He scans your face, trying to figure out what you're thinking. You think that it's your decision. Good then. I want to go to the bar. He seems determined despite his shaky voice. I want to tell them about James. You're about to say something when he cuts you off. My mind is made up. He smiles briefly and you turn back towards the bar. For the remainder of the trip, your passenger is silent. From time to time, he massages his temples. His headache is persistent. When he sees you watching him in the rearview mirror, he raises a hand. Everything's fine. It's cool. He smiles like someone slowly sobering up. Wariness replacing the alcohol, stress taking over giddiness. You stop the car. Your passenger waits for a second. Then all of a sudden, like he just woke up, he realizes you're at the bar. Already? Yes. He pays his fare but is frozen in place. A piece of advice? Tell them how you feel. Yes, right. We know each other well enough. They should understand. In any case, he flashes you a grin. Thank you. I don't quite remember what I said, but thank you. He jumps out of the taxi so quickly you'd think someone kicked him in the ass. You follow his stocky figure with your gaze. He goes into the bar, looks for his friends, and waves. You drive off. And we will never know how it ended. He tipped me well, though. I'm going to get some gas. Ooh, another person from my suspect list. Pull over and stop at a gas station. Not a soul in sight. The fluorescent light irritates your eyes, and the smell of pee is wafting up from the space in between the pumps. Ew! The taxi driver face freaks you out? Really? We're kind. We're so kind. It's self-service here. You pay directly at the pump. The mini-mart over there, it must sell newspapers. The person behind the counter must see and hear things. Might be worth asking a couple questions. You don't quite know why, but Parisian gas stations are always frightening. You check out your surroundings before getting out of the taxi. Oh. Oh my god, that's so fun, actually. Jesus Christ, gas is so expensive. Okay, well that's fine. I'll do that. I'll enter the shop. You walk into the mini-mart. The clerk behind the counter is undoubtedly the most ordinary person you've ever seen. Can I help you? Newspaper. Funny thing. Cash. Let's talk with the clerk. Serial killer business is crazy. Oh no, YouTube is again being like a little fucky with it. I'm sorry, jeez. The clerk cuts you off, pointing an angry finger at the newspapers on the display in front of him. Have you seen how much the police suck at catching him? You smile and let him keep talking. Nice. buy the newspaper too. And that's gonna be it. Please come back soon. The clerk is still in the middle of his sentence when you leave the shop. You get into your taxi and drive away. Okay, I would like to go to my house. Listen to the radio and read the newspaper. Oh. You pull a newspaper out of your glove compartment and start leafing through it. Eventually, something grabs your eye. It's a photo of an important French athlete, a well-known tennis player. He's just been arrested in Switzerland for embezzling millions of euros in image reproduction rights. You sigh. You turn the page and stop. You've read about a third of the newspaper. Keep reading. You stop reading and go back a few pages. You thought you saw something. Why am I... Okay. It's just a few lines, a funny anecdote. A man disguised as Santa Claus had to be taken off the roof of a building by firemen. He was highly inebriated and stated he did not know how he had gotten there. You only have a third left to read. Read the whole thing. As soon as you get to the page, you stop. Your instinct tells you to look at. It's an article about the recent police leaks incident that retraces another data leak. 2 years ago, a bunch of confidential police documents were accidentally released. Documents about Ronan Besson, Charles Bougran, and Simon Gorodischer, the judge's first 3 victims. Intriguing. You shut the paper. It'll end up in the trash tonight. If you remember, it's there. Otherwise, it will spend the rest of its days in your glove compartment. I want to go to my house. How do I go to my house to... How do I go to my house to review things? Can I go back to my house? How do I go to my house? How do I go to my home to do some research? Are we lost? What is the game called? It's called Night Call. Okay, Captain, have a good sleep. I'm gonna eat in a bit too because I'm very tired. So probably after this day, I think we're gonna call it a night. Get it? Call it a night. Night call it a night. Okay. Can I just go home, or how do you go home to check, or do I finish my shift? This looks like a cool person. Let's just pick them up. They're nearby anyway. Peter DJ Watson Covello, Porte de Versailles. Oh, it's very close as well. It's not a lot, so. The door opens and your passenger collapses into the back seat. His eyes are hidden behind a pair of large, dark glasses. His clothes reek of sweat and booze. A clubber. He mumbles his destination and you start driving. A few words are exchanged. The weather, taxes, traffic. Then, you can't tell it's coming, the inevitable conversation about the killer. Some bits of information, rumors, things overheard. You make a mental note of what you've heard. Who knows, it might come in handy. Ooh, your mind wanders. Your eyes vaguely scan the store windows. The sodium light coming off the street lamps feels like it's dripping into your brain. You're falling asleep. You need a bit of music to keep you awake. Turn the music on. You turn the radio on, pressing on the dial to find a station you like. 80s rock ballad, too soft. Behind you, your passenger is snoring. Barely, but you can hear him. Oh my god. He's Eepy. He's just Eepy guy. Gregorian chant, mind-numbing. Some slow rap song filled with fake female orgasm noises. Not with a passenger in the car. 2 journalists discussing new evidence in the investigation to the judge's murders. The information they share, salon talk, nothing more, seems important nonetheless. An ad interrupts the torrent of words you change the station. Classical music again. The flute grates on your ears. Electronic music. You like the rhythm, but just aren't in the mood. Stop. You lift your hand from the dial. The music plays on. Not bad. Turn it up so I can hear better. I didn't want to wake you. His voice sounds like it's coming from a deep cavern. I wasn't sleeping, just sobering up. He leans forward. Not bad at all. You hear the touch of an accent, probably an American, but someone who's lived most of his life in France. Leave it on until they say the musician's name. The music continues. There's something turning in the background, a persistent melody that gets higher and higher. Your client mumbles. I bet. The song is coming to an end, and the announcer, in a piercing foghorn voice, throws out the name of a DJ you've never even heard of. DJ Blunt. Okay. I knew it. You like his stuff? Yeah, it's good product. It's pretty conventionally structured, but it's super popular. He snickers. Still, I taught that dude everything he knows. Everything. In '94, at a party in the Rex Club, there was this kid who started buying me rounds. He waves his hand around. A kid no older than 17. I thought he was hitting on me. He chuckles. He would have been disappointed. Home not on the map. No, I couldn't see it. He shakes his head. No, he wanted me to teach him how to spin. I told him no, but you can watch. And that's exactly what he did every week until we moved to the Osiris? He sold X to pay his way in. Oh. He briefly snickers. And now he's on the radio. Silence fills the cab. Wait at silence. You can tell your passenger's mind is spinning. You know what he did this summer? It was the opener for the soccer championship at Stade de France. It was huge. Wonder what people think if they knew he was selling drugs at 17. He lowers his voice a bit. If they only knew. Your passenger clams up. I keep an eye on the road. You notice a woman crossing the street at the crosswalk. She speeds up as she walks by two men talking loudly. We ran into each other in Ibiza 4 or 5 years ago. You almost jump at the sound of his voice. I was spitting in this little club, yeah, really little, but it was something. He totally ignored me, of course. Even with those dark glasses, you can see how angry he is. DJ motherfucking cunt. He suddenly starts waving his arms around. He rummages through his pocket as he says, your radio, can I take a flash drive? You glance at your radio. You don't really know what he's talking about. I don't know. No worries. He lays his phone in the space between the two front seats. Listen to this. It's what I played tonight. It's mine. He sets his phone to play. But, you know, people were barely dancing. A drum machine playing a hard-edged beat in the background. They were talking. Taking each other's picture. 4 notes start to dance in the cab. They barely touch, never kiss anyone. A perfect dance beat becomes progressively inaudible. I like the style of this guy. Yeah, he does look pretty cool, I will say. He likes cool. All that. A purely electronic crescendo plays. Is over. There's a break in the music. Synthesized strings calm the song down without slowing it down. At least, the song is getting intense again. Explodes as your passenger drifts off. I got people dancing. The song keeps going for another minute. Then stops. Your passenger doesn't budge. You drive to the rhythm of his snoring. The sound fills the cab. Ideas are bouncing through your head, like they do every time you find yourself alone. The guy in the backseat is too old to be young. That's a way to phrase it. You look at your own hands. They look like they're suddenly aging in time-lapse. Close your eyes a second. Only a second. When you open them, you've reached your destination and have pulled over to the sidewalk. You tap your passenger's knee, and he wakes with a start. Shit, yeah. We're here, sir. Ah, yes, great. He rummages through his pockets and hands you a few rumpled bills for fare. Thanks, I hope you liked it. Silence. The music, I mean. My music. The song I played you. Should have been in the spotlight, you see. 15 minutes of fame. Just a minute of... He stifles a burp. You hear him mumble as he leaves the taxi. Those whiskey and oranginas really screw with my system. You see him stagger towards this building. It takes him several tries to get the door open. Oops. He finally disappears inside. You heave a long sigh. Okay, come on. Can we go home on the map? Is home on the map? There's no home on the map, is there? I can't go to my house, right? What is this? What is this person? I'm just gonna go to this person then, I guess. I don't think we have a home. There's There's a taste in your mouth. Blood iron. What? I need to get out of here. I feel like this guy is gonna kill me. How about I don't drive him out of there? I feel like that would not be smart for me to do. We're gonna go and check someone else. I feel like that might kill me. My poetry needs a car ride. Okay, whatever. The woman getting in your cab looks frantic. I've lost my inspiration, every last drop of it. Come on, drive! You throw her very skeptical looks in the rearview mirror. I'll tell you when to stop. I have to. I am seeing a stream, dead, a billabong. She stops talking. You hear a low guttural sound coming from her throat. A mantra. Oh my god. Is she okay? A billabong? Billabong! I must find a billabong! What's that? She inhales, closes her eyes, and focuses. Her voice drops, becomes more intense. A billabong, a dead river. There's one right below us. Drive! Drive, I say! Okay, I'll start driving. A few minutes go by before you realize your passenger is making a guttural sound. The sound resonates with the hum of the engine. Once in a while, she changes notes, modulating and playing with the harmonics. Suddenly, she shouts, "Turn left!" Then abruptly, as if she were following a path she alone could see. "Go down the boulevard." You drive for a few minutes, aimlessly. In back, your passenger is still singing. The meter is running, the kind of ride that puts you out of sorts. Who knows when it will end? Start to regret the guy who could have killed you? Maybe. Your passenger squeals. "Stop! Right here! Not a bit further!" You brake. Yes. Yes. She whistles, a high, loud note. The billabong runs just beneath us. Its water flows no more. The black stream from my... What? The black stream from my vagina has stopped short? What? The rumble of revolution. The water flows no more. All that remains is to clear away the remains. You stop the engine. Silence fills the cab. Your passenger's low voice and the scratch of her pencil on the paper are hypnotizing. How many rivers have run dry? The water has left its beds and flows no more. You feel something vibrate beneath you, probably the metro. How I long to sculpt the clay and the mud of life in this water that flows no longer. Yeah, what are you joined to? I do not know. My apologies. I am as confused as you are. I am as confused as you are. I don't know what's going on. What is this woman saying? I don't know what she's saying. Except the metro doesn't run this late at night. I plunge my calves into the water that flows no longer. I'm calmed and refreshed by its coolness. She squeals so loudly it makes you jump. She then returns to a simpler, more natural tone. Thank you. This poem has been years in the making. I was only missing a few lines. Oh my goodness. I sensed a billabong I needed while walking down the street like a Karen. A muse. She opens her eyes. You. When you're driving alone at night like this, what moves you the most? All the people who don't sleep. Yeah, it's amazing. The sun goes down and the night walkers come out. What an idea. She scribbles a few words in the air. I turn a few steps back. Above the water that flows no longer, the air continues to pulsate. She calms down. Your voice shares a resonance with ophicalcite. You don't know how to respond. Yes, that's it. With ophicalcite. What the fuck? A second later, she has left the cab. I knew I would find my inspiration on the path to the billabong. She freezes. Your color is marble. Ophicalcite. Never forget this. She says nothing more, passes you her fare through the window and walks away with purpose. You sigh and drive away. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay. Can I go home? I'm gonna listen to the radio. Your finger is poised in front of the car radio. You're trying to find something to listen to. Listen to the news. Oh. You happen upon the nighttime news. One of the stories about a new law being passed to prevent teenagers from using trains to run away. You smile, thinking your teen passengers must be less than enthused to be the cause of all this. If you hover top right, maybe. As soon as the news is over, you turn the radio off so that the cab is silent again. Maybe if we go top right. I don't know. Oh, now I can go home. Ah, when you're close to the end of your shift, you can go home. I'm not doing great, though. I'm not really making a lot of money. I'm probably going to get fired or something. Okay. Oh, profits. 82. Oh. Hey, yo! I need to earn more money. I need to pay rent. You take a few minutes to update your board with your new clues. Your neighbor flushes the toilet, blah, 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 blah. Glance at your bed and get to work. I can only do a few things. Does that say judge? I'm gonna do the jug. I'm gonna do the stolen files. Oh, okay, and these are police files on the victims. I'll read one then. Then I'll go to the board. Let's see. Salim's files is investigating the first 3 victims. Victim 2 killed an Algerian man, never arrested. Victim 1 molester, never arrested. Homeless man seen around crime scene 2 and 3. Message on the crime scene 1 is justice. Okay. Message on crime scene 2, you deserve this. Killer fought with victim 1. Okay. It's not making it easy. I paid for gas too, yeah. You deserve this. Why would that be him? Oh. Dad was a cop. I want her in my cab. Okay. Not enough time. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't really know how to work with the things. Oh, the phone rings and you jump. You're not used to hearing it. No one ever calls you. Must be Busset. Pick up. You picked up. Busset sounds irritated. You there? Yeah. Listen, it's... She pauses. You suddenly hear a ruckus in the background. Probably noise at the station. Busset raises her voice. Anyone got the time? Hey, guys, anyone? Fuck. They're all Neanderthals here. Listen, it's early and I'm wiped out. So are you, I bet. Let's get straight to the point. What do you have for me? In a calm and methodical voice, you start giving her the evidence you collected. You start with the first suspect, their connection to the victims, the rumors, then the second suspect, and so on. A few minutes in, she lets out a whistle. Not bad at all. Seriously, you should come give a lesson to the zombies I work with. A long sigh. I have some good news for you. We checked the alibi of one of the suspects I gave you. As you listen to her, you turn to the board and pull down the suspect she's referring to. So it's gotta be someone else. She snickers. You know how lucky you are? I'm doing your job for you, pal. Okay, enough chit-chat. I gotta run. I'll call you in 2-3 days, okay? Understood. Good doggy. I'll call you in 3 days and you'd better have what I need to make a proper arrest. The DA has fangs. We're pretty sure he's going to turn into a werewolf at some point. She babbles on for a while. Her voice becomes softer, but just as sarcastic. That would explain his terrible breath. Okay, I'm out. She hangs up. You hold the handset to your ear for a while. You have just one thing in mind, sleeping, and forgetting it all. Pierrot! I thought so, yeah, he couldn't be it. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. Slowly open the sofa bed and lie down. The events of the day run through your head. The street, the passengers, their faces, their problems. It's the end of the day. Open one eye. Night 4. It's gonna be like 7 nights. But I think we're gonna save it here because my voice is kind of dying. My voice is kind of dying. My voice is kind of giving up on me. What is this? Hey, yo, Passadex. That's like a passenger. Oh. That's pretty sick, actually. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh. Back to the menu. Menu. Okay, let me go to chatting, yeah? Let me go to chatting. Chatting. I'm still holding the steering wheel. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of the wheel. Let me get rid of... Well, no, we can keep the sticker outline for now. Yum. You know, I have to sleep. I have to sleep eventually too, yeah? I have to sleep because it's I had a wheel this whole time. I did. I was holding the steering wheel. I was holding a steering wheel. Did you not realize? Did you not realize? Did you not realize that I did? Dang. You've been on and off because you were multitasking setting up the tree. Ooh, what colors are you decorating it in? What colors are you decorating it with? I'm curious. I want to know. But yeah, I'm eepy. I'm eepy. I'm sorry. I've been very sleepy today. I didn't sleep a lot last night because I had a lot of work to do till like late at night, and then I had to wake up not super early, but like too early to get a proper full night's sleep this night. But I have something very exciting that I'm gonna be showing you guys later tonight. I'm gonna be finishing it up. The announcement. There's gonna be a little announcement. I can tell you guys the little announcement. I'll be posting it soon, and it will go live soon. But you guys know how I do drawings, yeah? I draw. Starting today, on my VGen, my commissions, I will have a little end of the year sale going on, like Christmas / end of the year sale that will run till the new year, where I will have all my drawings, all my commissions are on sale for like 20% off. And you can find my VGen through the link in the chat. It's not yet 20% off. I have to make the announcement post, so yeah. But they will be 20% off. Yay! What a deal! It's not a lot, but it's a little bit. I mean, 20% is a lot for me. So yeah, if you want to get a commission someday, now is the time, or well, soon is the time. Once I've posted the announcement, which is in like probably like within the upcoming hour. So. Yeah, but yeah, that's my VGen. I draw, and because I am moving and everything, and I've got a lot of things that cost a lot of money right now. I'm trying to make like some extra money off of some things, so I can buy furniture and stuff. So yeah, that's what they're for. my commissions, but they will be priced down soon. So if you want to ever get a commission from me, then now is the time. Soon is the time. I will remind you guys a lot probably in the upcoming weeks when the sale is live, but yeah, I'm excited. I haven't really done a sale this way on VGem before. They have a sale like tool where you can actually show that you're doing sales, so that's gonna be a fun time. Also, I have 2 things in my shop as well that are not on sale, but if you stream yourself and you like blood themed pixel art sub badges, I have a few there, and I also still have an adoptable character there in my shop on VGen. So yeah, yeah, there's some things for you in there. Hopefully, maybe you like those. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna rest my voice mostly. Most of all, I'm gonna rest my voice. Because I am tired and my voice is giving up on me. So yeah, I'm gonna rest, and I'll talk lots to you guys tomorrow when we play Jump King again. I'm excited. We made it through the chapel. Will tomorrow be the day that we finish Jump King? What do you guys think? Do you guys think we can finish Jump King tomorrow? We're starting the stream an hour earlier than today's stream, so it's going to be 8 p.m. my time, Central European time. That is afternoon for my friends on the west side of the world, middle of the night for my friends on the east side of the world, and like I said, it's going to be Jump King. We're going to see how far we can make it to that top. Hopefully we don't fall all the way down back to the snow area. I pray no snow area, no snow area, no snow area. We just have to do the ice area and then the last tower, and then we'll be there, so... Do you think we can do it? Maybe. We shall see. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Until then, I'll be seeing you guys on the Twitters, the TikToks, the Discords, and the Instagrams. And until then, thank you guys so much for coming. And bye 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 bye.